When founders say LinkedIn does not work for us, my first reaction is usually this: LinkedIn is rarely the problem. The real issue is that most founders are still using it like a visibility platform, when in reality, it is a trust building platform. And in B2B, trust is what generates leads. The biggest mistake I see is founders posting as if they're trying to impress the market. But high quality B2B leads do not come because people are impressed. They come because people feel understood. That is a very different game. Today's B2B buyer is not waiting for your sales message. In fact, most of the market is not actively buying at any given time. According to the 2024 Edelman and LinkedIn B2B Thought Leadership Impact Report, 95% of business clients are not actively looking for products or services at a given moment. And nearly 90% of global buyers said the purchase process become more drawn out. That means if a founder only shows up when they want leads, they're already too late. So the real role of LinkedIn for a founder is not to sell now. It is to build mental availability before the buying moment arrives. That is where the smartest founders are winning quietly. So to share with you, that is still underestimated. A lot of founders think lead generation on LinkedIn starts with outbound DMs. It does not. It starts much earlier. It starts with the impression your profile creates, the quality of your thinking, and the consistency of your point of view. Because B2B buyers do not make decisions after one touch point. LinkedIn's own marketing research notes that the typical buyer consumes 7 to 10 pieces of content before making a choice. That means your content is not random activity, it is part of the buying journey. And this is where founders have an unfair advantage over brands. People trust people faster than they trust company pages. A founder can speak with speciality, tell real stories from the trenches, share patterns from client conversations, and take a stand on what is changing in the market. That kind of content travels differently because it sounds earned. Now here is the lesser known insight. Many founders are writing for the visible buyer, the person with the title, the budget, the final sign-off. But recent Edelman and LinkedIn findings show that hidden buyers also actively consume thought leadership and often influence decisions from behind the scenes. These are the people who may never comment on your post, never like it, never send an inquiry, but they're reading, sharing internally, and shaping vendor preference. That changes the whole strategy. It means founders should stop judging LinkedIn only by like and public engagement. Some of your most valuable B2B content will look quiet on the surface, but still be doing heavy commercial work in the background. I have seen this pattern repeatedly. A founder shares a sharp post on why most digital transformation project fails, or a nuanced take on why marketing attribution is broken, or a lesson from losing a major deal. The post may not go viral, but 2 weeks later, someone from a mid-sized enterprise reaches out saying, I have been following your post for a while. Your perspective is exactly how we are thinking about this problem. Now, this is called trust compounding, and the data supports this. In the Edelman LinkedIn research, 81% of decision makers say thought leadership builds trust before a sales conversation even happens, and 86% say that they're more likely to invite organizations that consistently produce high-quality thought leadership into the RFP process. So that is a huge insight for founders because it means LinkedIn content is not just a top funnel branding play. Done well, it can directly improve shortlist inclusion. So how should founders actually use LinkedIn to generate high quality B2B leads? The first shift is this: do not post to look active. Post to reduce buyer uncertainty. That means your content should answer questions serious buyers are silently asking. Do they understand my business model? Have they solved this before? Do they think at the level we need? Will they challenge us intelligently or just pitch us? When your content answers those questions, leads become warmer before the conversation begins. The second shift is to stop overproducing and start pattern sharing. Founders do not need content factories, they need sharp observations. Some of the strongest LinkedIn content comes from simple but deep formats. A client pattern you keep noticing, a myth in your industry that wastes money, a decision framework you use internally, a mistake companies make before hiring an agency, consultant, or tech partner, a behind the scenes lesson from a failed pitch or delayed deal. This works because B2B buyers are tired of recycled advice. They want signal, they want perspective, they want lived intelligence. And by the way, this is exactly where most founder content goes wrong. It becomes too polished, too safe, too general or AI driven. It says what everyone already looks, but low quality thought leadership actually hurts credibility. The Edu and LinkedIn report has reportedly shown that decision makers are highly critical of poor quality content, while strong thought leadership can make buyers more willing to consider even lesser known firms. That last part matters a lot for founders, building credibility against larger competitors. A well-known brand may enter a room with inherited trust. A founder-led business often has to earn it faster. Thought leadership helps close that gap. The third shift is understanding that LinkedIn is not only a permission platform, it is also a proximity platform. A lot of high-quality B2B leads come not from posting alone, but from being consistently present in the right conversations. Founders who comment intelligently on industry posts, engage with decision makers without forcing a pitch, and add nuance to existing discussions often build stronger recall than founders who only post on their own timeline. Why? Because comments are contextual. They place your thinking exactly where your target buyer is already paying attention. This is one of the most underrated lead generation levers on LinkedIn. Not every founder needs more posts. Some need better proximity. The fourth shift is profile strategy. Before any founder worries about lead magnets or fancy outreach, they should audit one simple thing. If a buyer lands on your profile after seeing your content, does your profile deepen trust or dilute it? Most founder profiles still read like resumes, but buyers are not visiting your profile to review your career history. They are visiting to answer one question: why should I keep paying attention to this person? That means your headline, banner, featured section, about section, and recent activity should all reinforce your commercial point of view, not just your job title. The fifth shift is lead quality over lead volume. This is where mature founders think differently. LinkedIn is not about generating the maximum number of inquiries. It is about attracting the right conversations. 100 weak leads can destroy focus. 10 well-aligned conversations can change everything. LinkedIn itself cites research showing 89% of B2B marketers use LinkedIn for lead generation, and 62% say it generates leads for them. But the more important part is not lead quantity, it is that the platform is built around professional identity, business context, and decision-making signals. That makes it uniquely strong for higher intent B2B targeting and relationship-led trust building. So if I had to simplify this for founders, I would say it like this. Use LinkedIn less like a digital billboard and more like an ongoing boardroom conversation. Speak to real business tension. Share earned perspective. Write for both visible and hidden buyers. Be consistent enough to be remembered, and build trust long before the buying window opens. Because the founders who win on LinkedIn are usually not the loudest, they are the clearest. They are the ones helping decision makers think better, not just buy faster. And in B2B, that is exactly what creates high quality leads. If you are a founder, LinkedIn is not just a content channel. It is one of the few places where your thinking can become your pipeline.